Good morning everyone. I am Kajal from BCA first semester.
And myself Samriddhi from BCA first semester.
Today we are going to present on topic business correspondence. Introduction. Business correspondence refers to exchange of information in written form to perform businesses. It includes letters, emails, memos or reports. The main purpose of business correspondence is to share information clearly and quickly. Unlike everyday English, business correspondence is structured and formal. Objective of business correspondence. The main objective of business correspondence are to maintain permanent records for future reference, to provide legal evidence if required, to make communication clearly and quickly, to build goodwill and trust between businesses, to hold queries or complaints effectively. Next slide. Type of business correspondence. The main type of business correspondence are: first type is personal letter. It is written to individual for personal matter within business settings. Second type is circular letter. It is sent to many people at once with same information. Third one is sales letter. It is used to promote products or services. Fourth one is complaint letter. It is written by consumers to express dissatisfaction. Some other types of business correspondence are: inquiry letter. It is request information about products or services which is asked by consumers. Order letter. It is used to place order for goods and services. Goodwill letter. It is used to make positive relationship between businesses, like sending thanks or congratulations. Adjustment letter. It is reply to complaint and provide solution. Thank you. Now I would like to hand over to Samriddhi.
Now we're going to talk about how we send letters and the channels and mediums through which we send letters. First is postal mail, which is the oldest type of service things. Postal mail is the traditional letter delivery service. Email is the quickest way and the most modern way to send letters. It is the most fastest and most common in modern businesses. Next is fax, which was used in old times, but it is still used in some industries for document transmission. Next is messaging platforms like WhatsApp, Telegram, etc. Now moving on, we're going to talk about qualities of effective correspondence. First one is it should be always clear and easy to understand and to the point. Second one is concise and no unnecessary details. Unnecessary details should be avoided at all costs. Polite and professional tone. It should always maintain a professional tone for any kind of business services. It should contain accurate facts and figures, and it should also maintain well-structured and formatted manner, and it should be also organized. Now we're going to see what's the structure of the letter. First, on the top left corner, we write sender's address, then below that we write date, then recipient's address, then goes the salutation, which is either dear sir or dear madam. Then the body of the letter is also divided into three parts, which is introduction, main details, and conclusion. Introduction. In introduction, we introduce our topic, and the main details we write the main content. In conclusion, we write the overall things we want to talk about, and we write a closing thing which is sincerely, yours sincerely or faithfully. Then we end our letter with our signature and name. This is an example to showcase how we write our letters. It is clear, to the point, and concise. Now the difference between general English and business correspondence is that in the general one we can use informal and casual tone, but in the business one we should always maintain professional tone. And in the general one can use slang and short forms, but at all costs we should avoid slangs and jargons in the business correspondence one. In the second one, in the first one we can use focus on the personal communication, but on this business correspondent one we should always focus on official and business related matters. The structure of the general one is very flexible. We can express our emotion and feelings, but in the business correspondence one, we should always follow a fixed and structured manner. And the general one can be expressive and emotional, but business one stays polite, clear, and objective and to the point. Thank you.